Welcome to the No Clue Podcast. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Tyler.
Mike.
We're back. Second round, 2 games in, all around. We're gonna get right into it. Which series do you want to start with?
Let's go through the West because the East has been kind of insane.
Okay. OKC Denver. First game we see Denver miraculously take the win to some people. What do you think about that first game?
I'll be honest, I was shocked at how easily the Denver front court dominated.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of thought about it, like, in theory, Jokic is a lot heavier than anybody they could put on him.
Yeah.
But I also forgot that Aaron Gordon's really goddamn strong, too.
Yes.
And that was really the difference. Like, they just couldn't keep them from getting layups, getting inside all the time.
Yeah.
So as the game went on, the Thunder were in control, but no matter how big the lead got, it never felt over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was half asleep watching this game, and I literally, like, I had a sixth sense, like, I can't go to bed. Like, it's not quite done. The run is not quite big enough. And what do you know? You extend the game, and this what happens.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
The rebounding by Denver was amazing. They out-rebounded OKC by 20, 63-43. Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon crashing the boards was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Jokic is due. I mean, he's due for those 15-plus rebounding games. Like, no one is surprised by that anymore. But when Gordon and Brown come in and add to those rebounding numbers, it's tough. We talked about this years ago for years when Michael Porter Jr. would be the one who would step up and be a big rebounder in games. It would sway games. Yeah. It was just who would step up and be the second rebounder to Jokic.
Forgetting Russ, too, of course.
Yeah. And, I mean, he had a great game. That was probably the most surprising thing for me, how well they rebounded, how well OKC did not rebound, even though they went with the 2 bigs for the majority of the game. They looked soft. The bigs looked soft in the first game. Big time.
But again, like, they were in enough control that even though they blew the game, even in hindsight, like, you don't really see it as like a thing for Denver that they could really capitalize on.
Right. And that leads us to game 2.
Yes.
Where just a massacre.
It was bad.
Massacre. 2.
I mean, Jokic fouled out. Jokic, like, took the easy way out because that was so bad.
OKC had 8 guys in double figures. One of them being AJ Mitchell, who I've never seen play, and I've never even seen his name in the box score before. He had 10 points. Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe.
Bro, double digits in the playoffs. Like, AJ Mitchell, a guy we've never heard of, like, that's on his resume now. Like, he's valid.
Yeah. And then Christian Brown and Michael Porter Jr. were just atrocious in this game. Both of them were just – they could have both just stayed home.
Bro, Michael Porter Jr., I mean, this whole playoff run, hello?
It's rough.
Like,
it's rough.
Please help.
Yeah, it's rough.
I mean, everybody in the rotation has helped. They've gotten good minutes from DeAndre Jordan. Like, come on, MPJ. You can help out a little.
Yeah. The second game, they really forced guys like Aaron Gordon to take really tough shots. Jokic, they played much better defense on Jokic in this game.
Yeah.
They kind of left Russ open a lot of times in this game. I think they just did a better job defensively of making Denver way more uncomfortable than they did in the first game. And then, I mean, it only took 2 quarters of that, and then they were destroying. The game was basically over at halftime. This one.
And that's the thing. Their depth is so overwhelming.
Yeah.
That it's just like there was no rest for Denver. There was no easy, like, guy they could attack. There was not an easy way for them to score.
Yeah.
You just felt this game was over. Like mid-second quarter, it was done.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just the fact that OKC has depth and the fact that Denver doesn't have it. It was just a bad mix in these kind of games where you're looking for someone off the bench to come and give you a spark, but they're still playing against guys who would be playing over them 10 out of 10 times. So
yeah, there's no room for error for Jokic and Jamal, really.
Right. You have any predictions for the rest of the series for this one? We're recording this on Friday, by the way. So
eve of is it Golden State is the second game today?
No, it's Denver. Is this
Denver's
game.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the rest of the series is gonna go a lot like this second game.
Really? I think Jamal is gonna go crazy for one more Denver win, like similar to game 5, I think it was the first round.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I just like OKC was the only team that truly responded to game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like genuinely, you felt the pressure of like, we shouldn't have lost that. Let's take care of business. And you, like, to your point, it's gonna look a lot like what we just saw.
Yeah, I'd say at least 2 more games of game 2.
Just annihilation.
Yeah.
They can't stop Shea at all. Like, he could do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the shooters are getting way too many looks.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. I mean, they're not gonna go like ice cold. They're not even settling that much.
Yeah. Before we keep going, even though all the home teams lost in this round, this is the first time it seems like to me. You know, I mentioned this off air. Each of these teams could easily 4-0 the next 4 games. To me,
yeah.
All the teams that were down after game 1 at least. So it's kind of weird because it is a big deal because it's the first time that's ever happened, but it's not that big of a deal because all those teams are so much of the favorites that no one would be surprised if they 4-0 the next 4 games.
Yeah.
So, okay, moving on. Minnesota Golden State.
Man,
this sucks.
I literally was thinking that.
It sucks.
I didn't want to say it in and it's really one reason each game.
Mm-hmm.
We really don't even have to go game by game. It's Anthony Edwards game 1. What the fuck are you doing? Jimmy Butler game 2. You might as well stay at home.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's was like more gross, I guess. Because it was just like it's typical Jimmy Butler. Like, we're just going to coast. We're going to swing it to guys that we shouldn't swing it to. Yeah. I mean, did he attempt a double-digit amount of shots?
Probably not.
Like, it was like barely, maybe like 12, 13 shots.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking if they're going to have a chance, Jimmy, I need 30. Maybe more.
Yeah, 13 shots.
Come on.
Yeah.
How many did Draymond take?
10. Buddy took 14.
Come on.
Yeah. Kuminga took 11.
Like, good job, Kuminga. Like, he didn't even play well, but at least he's attacking.
He played okay.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes forward.
Yeah.
But again, if you're not even going to be aggressive as the tone setter of the team, the step-in leader.
Yeah.
Like, if we're obviously going to have to talk about how can the Warriors survive without Steph?
Yeah.
Considering he got hurt in game 1. And the blueprint was only Jimmy Butler. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, what else am I missing?
This Warriors team has enough energy and has enough guys that they can stay in these games if someone can lead them, by playing a little bit spectacular. It doesn't take Steph. Now I don't think they can win the series without Steph, but they definitely can win another game or 2 where we have a good Jimmy game, a good Buddy game, and if Kuminga plays as good as he did this game again, while other people are playing good, they could easily win another 2 games. Maybe until Steph can at least come back hobbled.
I mean, the scary thing for me is it's not a good matchup for Jimmy. Like, all these guys are strong.
Yeah.
You know, you're really not. There's a lot of inside help, so you really can't get layups at will.
Mm-hmm.
And without Steph, I mean, we'll die by the kickouts, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's just like he's really gonna have to attack constantly.
Yeah, or take more jump shots.
It's like he doesn't like to take them unless the shot clock's running out. It's so
and
frustrating.
Definitely could take more. Moses Moody, man, if he could help at all, he was 0 for 5 in the second game.
Oh, the MPJ thing, like, please help.
He's been a major. I shouldn't say a major letdown because I don't think he's like fantastic, but he's usually a momentum player. Where like if we're on a run and he gets a 3 mid run, he knocks it down and he like carries that momentum. But he's been a momentum killer in these 2 games.
Just, like in the past, he's always doing something on both ends.
Yeah.
And in
he's
these playoffs, he's like really not involved at all. He can't hit a shot. He's not even attacking. Like,
he's not putting any pressure on the defense at all. None at all.
It's tough. And they don't have they already are lacking in depth.
Yeah.
So they really need but their game 1 was impressive defensively.
It was.
And to your point, if somebody's leading them, they have enough to stay in games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's move on to the East. Game tonight is game 3 of the Cavs and Pacers. Another rough one due to injury. This is the second year in a row the Cavs have been out in these 2 starters in the second round. Last year was against Boston. I think they were missing 4 starters some games there. This one they're missing 2 and they're 6-man. However, the second game basically was won at the buzzer without their 3 top 6 rotation pieces. And Cleveland definitely should have won the game, but a bunch of blunders towards the end of the game was the problem. So my thought process is if they're healthy, the people who made most of those blunders would not be out there. Like Sam Merrill, even Strus normally doesn't finish games. He starts games, but he doesn't always finish games. Ty Jerome, man. Rough game. 1 for 10. Was he 1 for 10 or 1 for 11?
Was he like 1 for 14?
Oh, he's 1 for 14?
Yeah.
It's tough.
More shots than Jimmy, by the way.
It's tough. Tough, Ty. Yeah, it's tough because Ty, I think, came in thinking he had to be the second leading scorer and not just his normal role, which just hold it down. Donovan did everything he could have done in this game. So you could talk about everybody else. There's nothing else he could have done.
Should be petty. Be like, I needed 50, Donovan. I needed 1 more.
He could have made some free throws. He missed 4 free throws.
Yes, and he did. He was one of the culprits at the end, not boxing out the shooter.
That's facts. That's facts.
And the second time killed me. Like, I could forgive the first mistake.
Yeah.
To your point, it was like every kind of mistake. I mean, you barrel in for a charge. That was reckless. You could barely inbound the ball at one point. Like, that's execution. You can't box
right to the other team.
Yeah, like what is happening?
Like it was a play to the other team. Perfect pass.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
So it was just so collective, and then you double down on a mistake. Like all the mistakes are just single, and then you double down on such a basic thing.
Yeah, and then allowing the 3 in that last situation. I know Halliburton's a great player. You can't really stop him, but you got to run him off the 3-point line. If he hits a tough floater, okay, so what? But step back three is his game. That's not what that's not what you're.
Did you see his he's shooting like 10 for 11 on go-ahead shots this year.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like insane. I forgot who the next was. It wasn't even close.
I think Brunson is next.
Yeah.
But yeah, Donovan had no help in this game. No. I mean, don't get me wrong, the end was a lot of mistakes, including his, but they were up so far in the game, it shouldn't have come down to that. There's a shot early in the fourth quarter. Did you who was it? It was Strus. Strus had a reverse layup that he tried. That probably was the worst shot of the game. And it was that moment where I knew the Cavs were in trouble. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The shot was so bad. I was like, oh no.
Bro, what did I tell you after game one? After game one, I'm like, the Cavs, like, you're in it. You're fine. Okay, you lost. But the role players are trying like a few too many hero shots.
Way too many.
And they took the wrong lesson.
Yeah.
In the second game, like, no, guys are just forcing shit.
Yeah.
That's one thing, like, throughout the season, that's one thing that's been so good about Cleveland is that's not been the case for them.
Yeah.
It's been playing through Mobley, playing through their guards with their bigs, like moving the basketball.
They just didn't have anybody this time. They didn't have the opportunity to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that reverse layup, man, it was so sickening to watch because it ruined all the momentum they did have. So, yeah it's tough. What do you think moving forward?
I'll be honest, the Cavs are not that good with one big.
With just Allen? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, they'd be better with just Mobley, but it'd still be a bad loss to not have Allen instead. I mean, we saw that a year or two ago.
Yeah.
But again, it's like their depth is fraudulent, is harsh.
Mm-hmm.
But it's limited.
Yeah.
Like, Indiana's depth is overwhelming them right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you really can't give the injury excuse when you're in control of these games.
Yeah.
You're winning the whole time. Like, your blunders are the reason you lost. So you know how to beat the team.
Yep.
It just comes down to, like, Indiana is imposing their identity better.
Yep.
Indiana's much more confident in critical moments. Like, even their role players are more confident.
Yeah.
It feels like Indiana's the veteran team here. And I thought that wouldn't be a difference.
Well, in their defense, Strus and Donovan last night were the only ones with any real playoff experience. And Strus was with Miami.
Yeah.
And no one else really has had any
Allen's played some playoff games. He was okay yesterday.
He's played a couple. But Indiana basically brings the exact same team from last year that was just went deep into the playoffs coming back. So they did look at a little more experience. They looked hungrier, and it almost looks like the Cavs players outside of Donovan were just like they started coasting when they went up a little bit. They started coasting. They got a little free, like you said, taking a couple of hero shots. They got a little lackadaisical, and the Pacers just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, always feeling like they had a chance to win. While the Cavs looked like they didn't think that Indiana had a chance to win. The other players, like, because when Indiana did start coming back, Donovan would go and attack, and he ended up with 48. So, but everyone else kind of looked like, yeah, here they come, but we got
this. The first game was similar. The first game was late third quarter. Donovan started forcing it, and the rest of the team got out of rhythm, for better or worse, I guess.
Yeah. So you think Cavs take one in Indiana at least? Or you think it's over?
I think it's done.
You think it's over? Sweet?
Yeah.
You said yes?
Yeah.
I don't know. All three of the injured guys were in shoot around today. That doesn't mean they're going to play, but they all were in shoot around, dressed out today.
If Mobley plays today, there's a good chance they come back in the series.
Good chance they come back in the series, or just that they win one?
They come back in the series, like at least 2-2. If Mobley doesn't play today, or they're done, it's 3-0.
Okay.
To me, like as I'm thinking about the guys they've been missing, like it's the defense they've been lacking more than anything.
Yeah, DeAndre Hunter not being there was a really big deal this second game. Like, just DeAndre Hunter would have changed the entire game. And people who've listened to the pod know I'm not a DeAndre Hunter fan at all. But in last game, just him would have made a huge difference. Huge.
I just think they need at least some of the guys back to be able to match with the Pacers.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough in Indiana.
Like, to me, Mobley is good enough on both ends that maybe if he adds to Donovan playing great, there's a blueprint there.
Yeah.
But Donovan, like, Indiana is too good to lose to one guy. They're too deep.
Yeah. If they could have lost to one guy, they would have last game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the Cavs have no mismatches without those three guys. Are there other mismatches outside of everybody's a mismatch for Donovan because he's one of the best offensive players in the league. But those other three guys, the only other mismatches they have, and without that in the game,
Siakam, besides Mobley, Siakam could score on everyone else easily.
Yeah, or at least get a good look.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know how they're gonna have an answer for Halliburton.
Yeah, or Hunter. Hunter can guard Siakam a little bit. Yeah, Halliburton. They just gotta.
I was hoping Garland would get back so they to your point last time, like they could rotate a little better.
Yeah, the rotations were not
like
good.
He's too tall for Jerome.
Yeah,
and he's too slow. I mean, he just blows past Jerome every time. Like,
yeah,
it's just tough, and everyone else is too small. Donovan, the help can't be there because Allen's normally guarding a shooter because Miles Turner's hitting the shots. Like, it's just a bad matchup for Cleveland if they're not at full health.
And on offense, even though Halliburton plays Matador defense too, if you don't have a finisher that gets by him, it doesn't matter. Like, Jerome was getting by him, and Jerome was getting into the paint, but he was missing every floater he took.
Yeah, and he's been so money with those floaters. Like, I didn't even want him to stop shooting. It was feeling more forced as the game went on.
Right. And then, when you have a Garland or you have Donovan who can get all the way to the rim, who have, an array of shots once they get into the paint, that makes a big difference because everybody can get past Halliburton, but what you do when you get past him is the difference.
And they got to Cleveland has to be a better rebounding team.
Mm-hmm.
Like similar to OKC in that first game, it's like you just like didn't focus on that part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been kind of 2 games of that. Again, with Mobley there, it didn't feel like that.
Right.
But as soon as Mobley went out, this team immediately has lost a level of physicality, a level of versatility.
Yeah.
And they just don't look nearly as good.
Yeah. Yep. I got the Cavs winning this next game, no matter who's back. And then I think somebody will definitely be back game 4, and I think they win that one too. And then I still got Cavs in 6.
Okay. Brave, and I'm hoping you're right. I don't want that second game was just too jarring. Like, Cleveland just didn't feel experienced. That was so shocking to me. Like, I didn't think that would happen to them.
Yeah, I didn't either. Up 16 going into the 4th. I mean, something like that. Yeah,
it was so bad.
All right. The biggest series of the playoffs. Boston versus New York.
Oh, these games have been so good.
Yeah. Both 20-point leads blown. The Celtics have shot 100 threes. They've made 25. They've missed 75 threes in 2 games. They average 26 assists per game during the regular season. They have 35 combined assists in these 2 games. I don't know what to say.
I'll start from the Knicks because Boston, again, with our podcast history, we've talked about Boston so much. We've kind of anticipated situations like this.
Yeah.
But the Knicks, to their credit, like they gave us both what I asked for and what you asked for.
Yeah.
The blueprint I asked for was Brunson's got to be great.
Yeah.
He's been, timely at very least. He's made all the timely baskets. I thought the 3, and then the basket to put him up.
Yeah.
Like completely snatched Boston's momentum.
Yeah.
And
the second one was the elbow, that elbow 1 foot.
Yes.
Yeah, that was tough.
Super tough. And then Cat has been also timely, and he's been hard to box out. He hasn't played great, but he's been impactful. Even when he's not playing well, he's not invisible. He's not playing complete shit.
Mm-hmm.
In the second game, he did a much better job of really trying to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
And then what you asked for, and I'll be honest, this is where I was really skeptical.
Hart?
The Hart's got to be a difference maker. Bridges has to be a difference maker. OG has to be a difference maker. And they've been exactly that.
Yeah. Josh Hart definitely listened to the pod because he's been going crazy.
Bro,
exactly
OG,
what I asked.
Go ahead. OG was the best wing in game 1.
He was.
And Bridges has been unbelievably clutch in both of these games. He's probably the main reason they've made the comebacks.
Yeah. And most of it has been on the defensive end.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to me, New York's chemistry is clicking at the perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
Miles McBride is coming in giving good minutes. Mitchell Robinson's not letting the unbelievable amount of missed free throws get to his head. He's still being a presence, getting on the glass.
Mitch Robinson took 0 shots in the first game.
I mean, they were hacking him.
He was 3 for 10. Took no field goals.
Yeah.
I mean, no field goals he didn't get fouled on.
Mm-hmm. I just didn't think New York would be able to put it all together.
I think New York is a bad matchup for Boston. Don't get me wrong. Boston is also just missing a lot of shots. But they're also people calling them uncontested shots. They take more contested shots than they do uncontested shots. Just even if they're open, they go and try to not get open to take a shot. The Jays do at least. The Knicks just play harder than everybody.
Yes.
And Boston has not really looked like they've played hard. Even the guys who are supposed to be hard workers, Horford and Drew Holiday, they don't really even look like they're breaking a sweat compared to the energy that the Knicks are bringing. I mean, obviously they're playing hard. I'm not going to insult them that way, but compared to the energy the Knicks are bringing, and like I said, the guys like Hart, who's everywhere. Hart had how many rebounds? 17 rebounds in the second game? No. The second game he had 6 rebounds, 23 points. 23 points, Hart? What?
That's got to be close to a playoff career high, if not.
Yeah, got to be up there. And Towns has 17 rebounds. Bridges, Towns, and Hart combined for 30 rebounds. Just those 3. So, they were everywhere on the glass. Like you said, they were. And the problem is with Boston taking those long threes and turning the ball over, the guys like Hart eat because Hart goes coast to coast right away. And most of his points were just him leaking out and getting layups or him attacking in a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2 fast break situation. Hart just goes right to the rack and it's working. Now, for the moving forward, does Boston shoot this bad moving forward, do you think? Like, do you think they have 2 more games of shooting this bad?
I can't tell you, to be honest. This series moving forward is impossible to predict.
I agree. You know that I don't think it's efficiency rating, but as far as like game rating, the second game was the Knicks' worst rating of the entire season.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So they played bad and still beat.
There's so many variables in this series that could lead to a team winning the rest of the games.
Yes.
So many for both sides. So it's hard. It's impossible to predict what the teams are going to do.
Yeah.
But there's a legacy on the line here.
Okay.
So I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm going to believe that Boston comes back.
Okay.
Because there's no way the Jays could go out like this. There's bro, all this talk, all these people are talking about Boston, like Boston shooting. Tyler, have you ever watched Derek White and said he's shooting too many threes?
No.
Have you ever watched Porzingis and said he's shooting too many threes?
Not really. I wish you could take more threes sometimes.
Al Horford, does he shoot too much? He's 38. What is he going to do? Lay it up?
Right.
I mean, Drew Holiday, like, he gets you layups. He gets you shots. Like, what do you want from him?
Yeah.
Bro, the Jays, like, the legacy is on the line here.
Yeah.
They are almost exclusively blowing these games by themselves.
They are.
Bro, and this is like, I can't believe we didn't even anticipate them losing so exclusively from these 2 guys.
Yeah.
But to your point, like the bad threes, who's taking the bad threes? It's not Derek White, I promise you. It's not Peyton Pritchard, I promise you.
Right.
It's the fucking Jays.
Mm-hmm. Pritchard actually shot pretty well in these games.
This team hasn't been able to defend. Can somebody guard OG, please? Can somebody guard Bridges in the fourth quarter, please? Can we box out Hart? I know he's on the scouting report as a rebound machine.
Mm-hmm.
You can't switch on to Brunson ever?
Right.
Brunson's, why is he only eating Drew Holiday alive?
Yeah. I mean, because they think that Drew is like this unstoppable defender. I mean, lockdown defender.
And it's like Jaylen Brown, you're the strongest guy out there a lot of the time, and you keep settling.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to Jason Tatum, who's struggling to score on Jalen Brunson. Like, genuinely, he's struggling to get good looks.
I saw the game chart, like the shot chart of when Brunson was guarding him. It was just atrocious. It was all jumpers, it was like 3 shots in the paint.
In the first game in overtime, like, not only can you not get off of him, but when you create space, you like lose your balance.
Yeah,
bro, he's 5'11". How? He's 6'1". I went a little crazy. He's 6'1". Yeah. But Tatum, you're so much bigger. How? Yeah. And then game on the line. You get the slowest big in the arena. And you drive? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was so insane to me. Like, I'm watching this. All right, Boston has taken way too many jumpers at this point, and they probably blew this game. But Tatum, like, we might as well shoot another one, see what happens.
Yeah.
And he inexplicably attacks into traffic.
Yep.
Like, dude, how do you have such little awareness with so much scoring talent? It's bizarre.
It is.
That's why I'm buying Boston stock, because it's unfathomable to me that Jason Tatum plays like this again. There's no shot.
I'm sticking with the Knicks.
And you're probably right, God damn it.
I do think if Boston wins, it's going to be a beatdown.
Yeah.
But the problem is, because the Knicks aren't even really playing that fantastic, unless Boston... Like, if Boston just marginally gets better, Knicks can still get much better. So that's my biggest thing. Like, okay, Bridges is playing good because they win. But like if Bridges played exactly how he played and they lost, we wouldn't be talking about Bridges playing good.
Yeah.
We'd be like, Bridges, we need more. So those kind of guys, I don't think Hart could play much better. He's playing great. But OG game 2 really did nothing.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson played much better in game 2. But Brunson really didn't shoot that great. He was 6 for 19.
Towns is due for like a 30-10 game.
Yeah, 21-17 is great, but he could do more too. Like everyone on the Knicks could do more, and I think that unless Boston really comes out and is like goes from 0 to 100 in the next 2 games, I could see Boston going from 0 to 40, and then the Knicks going from 50 to 80 and still beating them easily.
That's what. But again, it's like it's really not Boston. It's the leadership that has to set it's the 2 best players that have to set the tone.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Like you're shooting too much. It's Jason Tatum. It starts with Jason Tatum. The whole his entire career. You're shooting too much. The quality of your shots is disgusting. You're turning the ball over too much, and it's all rearing its ugly head.
Like Tatum. I like the jokes people saying Tatum forgets he's a 6'8" forward and that he could drive.
Dude, the memes of Steve Kerr and like Steve Kerr knows something we didn't with the cut of Tatum sitting there during the Olympics is so funny.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand how he can play like this. One game, I'm okay. One game I could forgive. Ant-Man was disgusting in that first game. We didn't really even deep dive that.
Yeah.
Back to back, like you blow the lead to me almost like Tatum's play was almost identical.
At home, too.
At home, almost identical. Brown is kind of playing off of Tatum's mistakes.
Yeah.
And it's just like the Knicks are seizing control because they're good.
Mm-hmm.
They've been ready for this. A lot of people think they got Towns specifically to beat Boston, and it's kind of looking like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going with the Jays, but man, I am not believing my own pick here.
So what you got Boston in 7?
Yeah. A gruel. These games are going to have to be grueling. I don't visualize. Maybe the Celtics have one blowout from a scorching hot shooting game.
Yeah.
But like you said, the Knicks are due for 1 too. Like there's no reason to believe the Knicks aren't going to match it.
Yeah. I'll say Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. I'll stick with Knicks in 6. I do think Boston has to win 1 game. They're not getting swept. They got to win at least 1. And then I'll give them 1 extra one just in case.
If they get swept, Tatum is better never pray. He'll never touch another top 5 list ever again.
If they get swept, they should blow it up immediately. Especially because they can't afford them anyway.
That's where it's like, if they get swept by the Knicks like this, that means they would have had to regressed so fast from winning.
But the thing is, last year was fugazi anyway because everybody was hurt. Every single team they played was missing at least 2 starters. Every team. Cavs are missing 4. The Cavs were missing more people than they're missing now.
I'm shocked by Indy's the basketball gods have been so nice to Indiana. It's crazy.
They have, yeah, big time.
All their guys play super physical, and Mathurin is always taking risky ass jumps. A lot of their guys are beyond just Mathurin. It's everybody else is getting hurt.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Neesmith plays really reckless, and I don't know how he hasn't hurt himself or somebody else yet.
Miles Turner is really awkward. He is. He stumbles a lot for some reason.
Anything else you want to talk about for this?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I'm locked in on the playoffs for the most part.
Yeah, that's really all I want to talk about too. You got any thoughts about Pickens to the Cowboys?
How many? I'm curious how many games till he crashes out on Dak.
Probably like three games back.
I'm praying it's on a primetime game. I'm hoping.
Yeah. I don't know why it was like really
it's such
big
a
news.
Dallas pickup. Like this is the most Cowboys pickup I could imagine.
It is. What did they give up? Did you see?
Like a 3rd round pick?
Oh, that's it. They didn't even give up a player?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Like I like it on paper.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in shit on paper.
Yeah. I like it on Madden 26.
Right.
I don't care about it in the real games at all. It probably is going to be fun on the video game.
What the fuck? Like, oh, I hope Dallas gets good next year. Oh, they need another receiver. Nobody was saying that. Like,
no,
what the fuck?
No one was saying that at all. Yeah, I do remember hearing them saying like, oh, they had a better receiver to open it up for Lamb and everybody else. I'm like, okay, I guess.
I hear you. Sounds good.
Is Dak going to throw it to him? No. So what difference does it make? Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, quick pod today. We want to stay up to date on the games. We'll be back 2 more games. See where we're at. Thank you for listening as always. Subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Listen.